tech world is currently obsessed with chasing GitHub stars like they are golden tickets. And right now, OpenClaw is winning that race by a landslide. People are already calling it the next Linux. They see this massive wave of community hype and think it is the ultimate answer to everything. But there is a massive difference between a tool that is popular and a tool that is actually smart for your specific workflow. Both of these systems are open source. That is a huge deal. It means you are not stuck paying a monthly fee to some giant corporation just to use an AI. You run it on your own hardware. You use your own API keys. It sounds like total freedom. And in many ways, it truly is. OpenClaw is the undisputed giant in the room. It reportedly hooks in over 20 different messaging platforms. It can control your web browser directly. It has an ecosystem with over 100 different skills you can just download and plug in. You wanted to write code for your latest project? It can do that. You wanted to manage your smart home devices or automate your entire digital office? It is ready to go. But there is a dark side to all that incredible power. Security researchers are already waving massive red flags. When you start plugging in dozens of third-party skills created by random developers, you are opening doors to your personal data. You might not be able to close those doors once they are open. Even the people who maintain the project are giving users a very direct, fair warning. If you're not comfortable with a command line or managing your own local security practices, running an agent like this is basically playing with fire. It is a lot of responsibility to take on when an AI has access to your emails and files. Then you have Hermes. It is the underdog. It is quieter. It is much more focused on the long game. While OpenClaw is trying to be everything to everyone at once, Hermes is trying to be a better student. It uses this fascinating skilled document system that sets it apart from the crowd. Every time it finishes a complex task, it creates a human-readable reference file for itself. It is literally building its own knowledge manual as it goes. It does not just forget who you are after you close the window like a standard chatbot would. It uses background user modeling to figure out your habits. It learns how you work over weeks and months. It feels less like a cold automation tool and more like an adaptive assistant that grows alongside you. Of course, being the underdog comes with trade-offs. The community is significantly smaller. Some features, especially native support for common operating systems, are still considered experimental. But look at the leadership and where the projects are headed. The person who started OpenClaw joined one of the biggest AI labs in the world recently. The project is moving toward a foundation-based governance model to stay afloat. Meanwhile, Hermes is still being driven by its original research team. That kind of stability and singular vision matters if you are building your long-term digital life around an AI agent. One gives you a massive, chaotic ecosystem with a side of risk. The other gives you a structured, evolving memory system that understands your personal context. You have to decide if you want the massive Swiss Army knife that might be a security headache, or the specialized apprentice that is quietly learning your every move. It is the classic choice between the hype of the moment and the quiet evolution of a more thoughtful system. You need to ask yourself if you want a tool that does everything today, or a partner that gets smarter every single time you use it.